Headphone intro/hook. Imagine you're 34,000 feet above the ocean, darkness below, endless sky above, and you know that a single mistake could cost lives. Suddenly, both engines of the plane fail. No noise, no power, only silence and the terrified breaths of everyone on board. This is the true and terrifying story of Air Transat Flight 236, a flight remembered for a miracle in the sky. Musical note, music tip, slow cinematic build-up, heartbeat sound effect, soft wind sound for tension. Airplane Chapter 1, Takeoff and Normal Flight. August 24th, 2001. The plane was flying from Toronto to Lisbon. Passengers were busy with their routines. Some were watching movies, some lost in sleep, others eating. The pilots, Captain Robert Pish and First Officer Dirk de Jager, were performing their routine pre-flight checks. Everything seemed normal, but no one knew that in a few hours, this flight would face one of the most dangerous moments in aviation history, where every decision could mean life or death. Visual cue: plane ascending above clouds, sunlight reflecting on the ocean, passengers unaware. Warning, Chapter 2, First Signs of Danger. 2 hours into the flight, alarms suddenly went off in the cockpit. Fuel leak warning. The pilots initially thought it might be a sensor malfunction, but in reality, fuel was rapidly leaking. Minutes later, the first engine stopped. The plane was now running on a single engine. Then the second engine failed as well. The plane became a lifeless bird at 34,000 feet. Passengers were shocked, frightened, waiting for the inevitable. Sound cue: sudden silence in the cabin, low rumble of wind, faint alarms. Fearful face, Chapter 3, The Silence of Fear. When both engines failed, the plane went completely silent. Passengers gripped their seats, hearts pounding. Captain Pish stayed calm and said, "Stay calm. We will handle this." Passengers weren't told the full severity of the situation, but everyone sensed that something had gone terribly wrong. All eyes were on the cockpit. Every second mattered, every meter could save or end lives. Visual cue: close-up of hands gripping armrests, worried faces, subtle camera shake to show turbulence. Brain, Chapter 4, The Pilot's Decision. The pilots made a quick decision. Glide mode, fly without engines. This became the longest passenger aircraft glide in the world. For almost 20 minutes, the plane flew without power. Their target, the airbase on the Azores Islands. Every second was critical. Every meter mattered. If the glide speed dropped, the plane would crash into the ocean. Captain Pish told his co-pilot, "Trust me, we can do this. Follow the glide path exactly." Visual cue: external shot of the plane slowly gliding over the Atlantic, sun breaking through clouds, ocean below. Airplane arrival, Chapter 5, Miraculous Landing. Finally, land appeared. But the problem wasn't over. The landing gear was malfunctioning. Captain Pish said, "Prepare for emergency landing." The plane touched the runway, tires burst, smoke rose. Passengers sighed in relief. Some clapped, some whispered. We survived. All 306 people survived. Sound cue: crash landing effects, smoke, passengers cheering, calm music slowly rising. Light bulb, Chapter 6, The Real Reason. Investigations revealed a fuel pipe was incorrectly installed, causing the leak. A tiny mistake that could have caused disaster in seconds. Visual cue: diagram of fuel leak, cockpit close-up, investigators reviewing black box. Microphone ending. What does this incident teach us? Proper training can save lives. Staying calm is the greatest strength. And sometimes miracles happen because of courage. If you were on that plane, what would you have felt? Music cue: emotional fade out, soft piano, slow orchestral lift.